Hey guys, and welcome to the amazing science show. I'm Riley, your host, and before we start things off, I would like to call in our contestants. So now that you're all here, starting off with the ladies, how are you?
Very good.
And the boys? Very excited. That doesn't seem very excited.
We're excited! Wow!
So, start things off, we're doing a game called Who Wants to Be a Geologist? So, for this show, we'll be doing a game called Who Wants to Be a Geologist? The following set of questions include questions related to rock formation, continental drifting, and more. As for the rules, we'll be doing multiple choice questions. And the first team to get the buzzer gets to answer. And upon getting the right answer, they need to explain their answer in order to gain the points. That's the rules for it, okay? Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. And as for question 1, how can rock forming minerals be identified? A, by color, streak or luster. B, boiling point, hue or softness. C, rock formation, malleability or freezing point. Go. Your C. Wrong.
A.
Correct. You got the point of show's first question. Before securing the point, let's ask you, what is the reason behind it?
Well, rock-forming minerals are identified based on their physical and chemical properties. The physical properties include color, streak, luster, hardness, cleavage, structure, and density, while the chemical properties like solubility and melting point are essential for differentiating between minerals.
Question 2. How are sedimentary rocks formed? Is it A, through intense heat and pressure, B, from pre-existing rocks, or C, from solidified molten magma? Go.
It's letter B.
Wow! You're on fire! Since you know the drill by now, would you mind doing the honors and do it again?
Sedimentary rocks are formed from pre-existing rocks or organisms, and it formed by sediments settling on Earth's surface, land, or underwater. They can be clastic or detrimental, non-clastic or organic, depending on their origin, such as weathering, precipitation, or biogenic action.
Now, we're on to our third question, guys. The question is, how are igneous rocks formed? Is it A, by the consolidation of sediments on the Earth's surface, B, by the cooling and solidification of magma, or C, from the accumulation of plant or animal debris over time? Go.
C.
Wrong. A. Wrong. Letter B. Correct. Now, may the winning team please explain why is it so?
Igneous rocks are referred to as fireborn because they form from molten magma that cools and solidifies, which crystallizes minerals. Depending on where the cooling takes place, igneous rocks can be categorized into two types.
Well done. Now, as for the two types, may the other winner explain it to the audience.
The two types of igneous rocks are intrusive rocks, which form slowly beneath the Earth's surface, allowing large crystals to develop over thousands of years. Think of rocks like granite or diorite. Then we have extrusive rocks, which form quickly when magma erupts from a volcano and cools on the Earth's surface. These rocks have smaller crystals or sometimes no crystals at all.
Now, as for the next question, question number 4. How are metamorphic rocks formed? A, through cooling and solidification of magma. B, accumulation of sediments on the Earth's surface. Or C, solidified molten magma. Go.
A.
No.
C.
Correct. Now, may you please explain to us how are metamorphic rocks formed from solidified molten magma?
Metamorphic rocks were already existing rocks which go through metamorphism, which changes their composition and or texture. The process of metamorphism starts when the rock is exposed to the likes of high heat, high pressure, and or high mineral-rich fluids, which makes them denser and more compact.
Now, as for the fifth question, the question asks, how do rocks behave under different types of stress? Is it A, they experience compression, shear, and tension? Or B, they experience stress, which forms magma? Or C, they experience expansion, and new minerals are formed from it? Go.
B.
No. Wrong.
Letter A.
Correct! Now, as the drill goes, may you please explain to us why letter A?
There are three types of stresses on a rock: compression, tension, and tear. Each type of stress affects the rocks differently, leading to various geological features and structures on the Earth's surface.
Now, as for the next set of questions, why don't we spice things up a little? I've thought about this, and I believe that you guys can keep up with this now. For sixth question, how many lines of evidence does the continental drift theory have? Go. 5. That's correct! Can you please elaborate and explain each?
The first line of evidence is the jigsaw fit. The continents looks like they could fit together, much like puzzle pieces that have drifted apart. The next line of evidence is the fossil evidence. Fossils of similar types of plants and animals in rocks of a similar age have been found on the shores of different continents, suggesting that the continents were once joined. And then there's the fossil evidence from rocks. These rocks outcrops are a result of mountains. These mountains were probably once parts of a larger whole.
And there is also evidence from climate change. Ancient glacial grooves near the equator further indicate that continents have drifted through different climate zones over time. This movement explains the unusual locations of these geological features today. And there is the evidence from magnetic polarity. Magnetic crystals in fresh volcanic rocks point to the current magnetic North Pole, no matter what continent or where on the continent the rocks are located.
Now, as for the next question, how can someone identify the age of stratified rocks? A. Recent dating and biodating. B. Relative dating and absolute dating. Or C. Radiocarbon dating and fission track dating. Go.
Letter B.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer. Good job! It's correct! Now, please explain to the audience.
The age of stratified rocks is determined using relative dating, which looks at the order of rock layers and fossils, and absolute dating or radiometric dating, which measures the decay of radioactive isotopes in the rock to give more precise age.
Okay guys, as for the next question, which statement is wrong about tension? Is it A? Tension is a force that pulls materials apart. Is it B? Tension can cause rocks to fracture or break. Or C? Tension is the same as compression. Go.
It's letter B.
It's wrong.
Letter C.
And it's correct! Okay, now would you please explain why letter C is wrong?
Tension happens when rocks are pulled apart, causing them to stretch and elongate, often resulting in the thinning of the crust and the development of rift valleys where tectonic plates diverge.
Now, we're on to the second to the last question. As for question number 9, what do scientists use to define and identify subdivisions of the geologic timescale? A. Plasma. B. Multi-magma. Or C. Index fossils. Go.
It's letter C.
Correct! Now, please further explain your answer.
So imagine a T-Rex. Those guys live in the Cretaceous period. If we find their fossils in a layer deep underground, that means that the area they are found in the Cretaceous as well, since they only existed in the Cretaceous. If we find the other fossils around the area, that could be mean they also existed in the Cretaceous. So by separating fossils based on an age, we can identify all of the parts of the geological timescale.
Finally, we're on our last question. The last question asks, using blank, you are able to chronologically arrange the geologic timescale. What is this? Is it A, tectonic plates, B, relative dating, or C, carbon dating? Go.
Letter C.
Wrong.
D.
Correct! Now, please further explain this as per your last question.
Well, if you use relative dating, you can divide Earth's history in layers. Each layer contains its own set of wildlife and landscapes that can be found anywhere else. If you arrange these layers, you will see the slow progression of the Earth to what it is today.
And that concludes our show, guys. I would like to thank our participants and you viewers for watching this video. And the announcement of winners for this show will be Team Boys. Now the hand wave. Congratulations, guys. And as for our other participants, Althea and Jamie, please step in. And thank you very much for watching, guys. That'll be all for our show, and goodbye.
Bye!
Bye.